Never let anybody see you sweat. So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Jessica Thomas claims the defendant punched her in a restaurant over a post she left on social media. Allison Mackey says she felt threatened when Miss Thomas showed up at her place of work, so she acted in self-defense.
Okay, Ms. Thomas, you are suing Ms. Mackey for $900 in medical bills for personal injury. Tell me how you two know each other.
Well, we're both from the north side of Bridgeport. It's a pretty small area, so everyone kind
So
of...
you've known each other growing up?
We're not friends. We have mutuals.
You just know of each other?
Yes.
Okay. And what happens between you two?
We were at a party, and she was flirting with my boyfriend.
In your presence?
Yeah, I saw it from across the room.
Did you say boyfriends?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Go on.
And she was flirting with him, and he also says that she was flirting with him. We left shortly after, and instead of causing a scene, I'm pretty active on social media, so I ended up making a few comments online about...
What'd you say?
I basically said that I can't believe that she's flirting with my man when everyone knows he's my man, and she kind of has a history of doing that to people's boyfriends.
Okay, so how many people see it?
Maybe like 500, just a few.
So people who know her would also see it?
Yeah.
Did she respond to you?
No, she didn't say anything.
Did you see it?
I don't even follow her.
Okay,
No.
so you didn't see it. Did you hear of it?
Yes, Your Honor. I had a friend call me, and then I had a separate friend, my friend Lisa, text me about it. I have some evidence here.
So go on, and they text you about it, and they tell you what?
Essentially, that Jessica is upset about what happened on Saturday, even though nothing happened on Saturday.
What was it that happened on Saturday? Were you flirting with her boyfriend?
I went up to a drink table, and he was there, and I was like, this is where we get the drinks, right? And he said yes. There was no flirting. I wanted nothing to do with him, and respectfully, he is not worth fighting over.
Okay. All right. So that's how long you talked to him?
Yes.
Literally, you asked one question,
Yes, Your Honor.
both of you moved on?
Yeah.
Not another word?
Not another word.
All right. So you get wind through friends that she posted something, and what do they tell you she posted?
They just said that she was saying bad things about me and my character, and that she was also saying that she was going to do something about it.
Okay, wait a second. So that's what you were about to show me is, I have a text
Yes.
from someone to you saying, just talk to Jessica's friend.
Yes.
She's still heated about Saturday and says
Yes.
she's going to do something about
Yes.
it. To which you respond, that's insane. Like, fight me? And your friend says, I don't know. And you say, so weird.
Yes.
All right, so that's it.
Yes.
Did you ever see her social media post?
No, I do not follow her. I know of her, but we're not friends like that at all.
I know, but when somebody tells you something like that, don't you? You didn't.
Oh yeah, I inspected it, but I didn't interact with that because I'm not messy.
Okay, so hold on. So, okay, do you have her post?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me see that.
Yes. Let me hand this to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I can't believe what I just saw. I saw Allison with my boyfriend. What the hell is going on? Then she says, seriously, Allison was with my boyfriend. What does your boyfriend say about all this?
He says that she was flirting with him.
What else does he say they talked about? First of all, I know what I do when I see somebody flirting with my husband. Have you seen my husband? Okay, I know what I do when I see somebody flirting with my husband. I magically appear and introduce myself. I've been doing that 35 years. I'm asking you, what did you do at the party when you see them talking how long?
Maybe like a couple minutes.
Okay,
2-3
but you didn't go
minutes.
over there and...
No, it seemed pretty quick.
Does it seem to be better to post than go over there and find out what's what?
It took longer for her to post it.
Stop!
All right,
I'm working here. I've done it without you my whole life.
Yes.
Right? Seems silly, right? Seriously? Allison was with my boyfriend. I can't believe this is happening. I'm so hurt and angry right now. Sounds like she was intimately with your boyfriend when you post it that way.
It looked intimate. I mean...
No, I meant physically. I can't believe what I just saw. I saw Allison with my boyfriend. What the hell is going on? Allison was with my boyfriend. I can't believe this is happening. I'm so hurt and angry. She knew we were together. How could she do this to me? Do what? According to you, they talked for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it seems pretty heavily flirtatious, and she
So
came
did you
up to
confront him?
Well, we talked about it a little bit in the car after the party. We left immediately after.
Oh, were you mad at him or not?
Yeah, I was mad at him.
Good. All right, so then you say to him what? Were you flirting with him? And then he says, oh, it wasn't me. She was all over me. Like,
yeah, that is what he says. He said that she came up to him and
did it look to you like they were each flirting with each other when you were watching from afar, when you weren't actually typing?
Coming up on Justice for the People.
It looked very flirtatious, and it looked like she initiated it.
Like, if it's concerning you and you're watching it, why don't you just go over there? I mean, you don't have to be me and introduce yourself, but why don't you just go over there?
And later,
How much did his insurance pay you?
$5,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, and then did your insurance pay any damage?
Nope. No.
So you never called your insurance?
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Jessica Thomas, who is suing Allison Mackey for personal injury.
It did look like she was flirting with him. Like, he went over there to grab drinks, and she appeared out of nowhere, and it's just, hey, how's it going? Getting real close. I don't know what they said because I was across the room, but it looked very flirtatious, and it looked like she initiated it.
What were you doing? Like, if it's concerning you and you're watching it, why don't you just go over there? I mean, you don't have to be me and introduce yourself, but why don't you just go over there?
I don't know. Everyone knows that she kind of does train fighting, and I just don't want to escalate anything, and I don't want to make a scene. So I just thought maybe if I posted it on social media, I could get maybe some consolas from my followers or friends. That would be better than causing a scene at a party.
Do you understand what a scene it is to put it on social media? Or does your generation just lose all sense of anything when it comes to publicly saying things? So what happens?
About a week later, I'm going to the pizza station with my friends, and
Have you ever been to the pizza station?
yeah, a couple times.
Okay. And Allison happens to work there.
Yeah, I guess she does happen to work there.
Did you know that when you went to the pizza station?
I had an idea, but I didn't really pay attention to that.
Did you go there to confront her?
No, I didn't.
How many people did you have with you when you went to the pizza station?
2 other girls.
Okay, and what happens when you walk into the pizza station?
As soon as I walk in, before I even get a chance to order pizza, Allison is there servicing a table, and it's a very small place, and she just comes at me and starts swinging. Immediately.
You hadn't said a word?
I hadn't said a word.
You
I hadn't done anything. No.
Ms. Mackey, what happened?
Well, for context, I figured this is important. I was raised blue collar, and my father and we share a love of boxing. I'm not training to be a professional fighter or anything.
You could share a love of boxing and be white collar, just so you know. Not me, but you can. Okay, go ahead.
Well, my father instilled one important rule in me from a young age. The fight doesn't end when they go down, it ends when they stay down. And I understand.
No, I get that.
Yes, and I do understand that sounds
I get that
quite
to an
harsh.
extent.
Yes.
But the concern that I have based on her testimony is not, it isn't just if you continue to hit her when she's down, it's why you hit her.
Yes.
So how did this fight start?
Well, I was bussing a table, as she said, but it was conveniently left out that when she came in, she was cursing at me and calling me names. And so she was yelling
To
at
your
me.
face,
To
or
me.
like muttering it? And
No, she was yelling, and she was going after me. And
going after you how? That's a conclusion. I need the facts.
She was lunging towards me. She
Lunging
had a very,
towards you how? I
Yes.
need you to step away from the podium, and I
Yes.
need you to show me exactly what she did that caused you to hit her.
Yes, she was going, you.
Okay,
That
how
is
many
how she-
steps did she walk up?
It's a pretty small place, so I would say 2. But very intentful, powerful lunges. And I would also like to say, the 2 friends that were with her, would you like me to remain here, Your Honor, and would you like me to go back to my podium?
I don't know. I don't know what you're going to show me next. So perhaps go back and we'll see if I need you front and center again.
Yes, Your
Go
Honor.
ahead.
Well, the two friends that were with her, one was holding out a phone, and it clearly looked like they were recording. I feel you don't go into a restaurant recording a phone unless you know something is about to happen. So that is intent. And then I had no intention on escalating anything until I heard the other friend say to me, "Get her." So there was clear intent that something was about to happen. And I was
So
not-
what did you do?
So I defended myself. She's clearly coming
What'd
towards
you do?
me.
Tell me what you did.
Yes. Well, I did punch her.
Okay, so if it's all the news that she's flirting with your boyfriend, I imagine that you make it your business to know where she works.
Well, I had an idea that she worked there, yeah.
Why did you go there that night?
To, I don't know, order pizza and see if she's even there, but it was never my intention to start a physical altercation. Maybe if I saw her, I would say something mean, but I was never...
Something like you effing B? Yeah. I think this falls into a category in the law that's called mutual combat. And that's what happens when two people going at each other, you can't really say whose fault it is. If I think that you went there in order to do this, because I believe that there was someone taping and someone else saying, "Get her," it's pretty obvious that you went in there in order to do this. The misfortune that you have is that she knows how to fight. And she's right when she says, you know, like the fact that the issue is not who gets the better of the other one in a fight, because usually one person gets the better of the other one, and then the one who did not win says, but you could have stopped earlier. No, that's not how it works. The issue is who started it. I got to tell you, I find it mighty suspicious that you're posting about her, you go to where she works, you're there with two backup. You know, this is her place of business. For her to turn around and start walloping you, out of the blue, I don't buy it. So you're the one who has to prove the case by a preponderance of the evidence. That means that it's more likely than not your way in order to get her to pay your medical bills. I am not finding that it's more likely your way. Verdict for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
I really appreciate the verdict, and don't start fights you can't finish.
I don't have anything to say to her. I've said enough.
I'm sure.
Exit this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings.
Coming up,
So the right-hand corner of his vehicle hit the backside of my van.
Let me hear from you, Mr. Chin.
Hi, the main point of contention that I have here is that she hit me.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Chantal Norwood claims she lost income after the defendant crashed his truck into her sleeper van that doubled as her workspace. Justin Chin says the plaintiff backed into him and he's countersuing for $13,250.
All right, Ms. Norwood, you are suing Mr. Chin for $25,000. You are counterclaiming against her $13,250 for property damage after an accident. Tell me what happened.
I am suing because over a year ago, we had an accident in which my sleeper van was absolutely destroyed. I was trying to enter a parking lot. However, my van was too tall, it wouldn't clear. So I turned my hazards on and tried backing out. He hits me from the back, so the right-hand corner of his vehicle hit the backside of my van.
Let me hear from you, Mr. Chin.
Hi, the main point of contention that I have here is that she hit me. I did not hit her. I was pulling out of my shopping mall driveway, as I've done over the last 7 years, coming from my restaurant. When you're pulling out of a driveway, you don't go more than 5 miles an hour. There is oncoming traffic as well as traffic going the same way. So I'm pulling out as she is apparently backing out.
But you're already in the lane.
I'm already in the lane. I am
And she is
basically-
coming into the lane, or
Yes.
attempting to come into the lane.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how do you come up with the $25,000?
So after this happened, I was entirely out of work. I was actually sleeping in the sleeper van. I had been there for a few months now. I'm a podcast producer. At the time, I was in the works of getting a sponsorship with a company to interview a bunch of artists in Nashville, Tennessee. Because of this, I wasn't able to keep the contract with them anymore.
Okay,
It was
so
for-
that includes like lost business.
Yes.
All kinds of stuff because you believe the accident is his fault.
Yes.
Coming up,
How is it his fault, not yours?
I mean, I had nowhere else to go. I could not pull into the structure if I
That's
wanted
a you
to.
problem. That's not a him problem. So when you're backing up, you got to make sure there's no oncoming traffic, right?
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Chantal Norwood, who brought Justin Chin to court for damage to her sleeper van.
Everybody gets so, hung up on who hits who. It doesn't matter who hits who. It matters who had the right of way. But let's see, when you talk about photos, you're asking me to look at...
My Exhibit A.
Okay, that's your truck.
Yes.
How am I going to look at that and see who hit who or who?
The only thing I can say is that I had the right of way. I was on the road.
Right.
And
that's what you got to focus on. So the damage is to the front right.
Correct.
And where's the damage on your car?
The entire rear back of my car. It should be Exhibit C for me.
Yeah. Oy. How does that happen? How is it his fault and not yours?
I mean, I had nowhere else to go. I could not pull into the structure if I wanted to.
That's a you problem. That's not a him problem. So when you're backing up, you got to make sure there's no oncoming traffic, right?
Your Honor, I was just trying to make it safe and possible. There was not much.
Well, no, the better way to make it safe is to move very, very slowly. You know, we have a saying in Spanish, el golpe avisa. You know what that means? It means, we'll find out if I went too far too fast, if I hear a crash, if I hear a bump, I'm not going to gauge whether this is safe or not. I'm just going to, let's listen for the crash. That's not going to help, right? And what did insurance say and do?
My insurance actually paid her out.
What?
And so...
How much did his insurance pay you?
$5,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, and then did your insurance pay any damage?
Nope.
No.
What? So you never called your insurance?
We did, and we resolved everything, but they said that everything was his fault.
Why would you accept a $5,000 settlement? Because you accepted a settlement from his insurance company.
Yes.
And yet you're in court suing him. The whole concept behind a settlement is that it's wrapped and done.
Judge Milian's verdict when Justice for the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
If you say no, you don't understand that a settlement you have to agree to, right?
Yes. Well, today I'm not here about the cost and the repair of the car. I'm here about what it costed me on the end of my job.
Right. You want me to make that man pay you for your lost business because you couldn't use your, well, it's more than that.
So if we go to Exhibit...
Lost potential studio rental opportunities,
yes.
$20,000. Living costs while displaced from sleeper van, $3,980. And emotional distress, $1,020. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no. I am not going to make him pay you. The accident is your fault. I'm going to make you pay him $13,250. You are backing into traffic. The back of your van hits the front right. It couldn't be clearer of, I don't care if he hit you or you hit him, doesn't matter to me. But sometimes it can give you evidence of who was there first. But it doesn't matter because you're not even all the way out yet. You're backing out. So I know he's in his lane first. Verdict for the defendant in the amount of $13,250.
What?
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff owes $13,250.
Any last remarks for each other?
I guess get better insurance at this point.
I'm gonna take that transcript to my insurance company.
Exit this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings. Ladies first.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.